YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Black House Booking here with another video, and I'm very excited about this video today. We might be getting back in our fantasy booking bag, man. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Check out the old videos, man. You guys love talking about WWE, whether that be current events, fantasy booking, or even talking about WWE 2K24. Follow me, subscribe to me, like, comment, all that. Let's get right into it. Man, we have a great opportunity here. People have been, been trying to get this storyline in the books for a long time since they found out that Andrade and Charlotte Flair were a couple. We might finally have an opportunity to have Charlotte Flair and Andrade on screen together doing things in the WWE, and it might be opposite Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio. We might have a long-term story to tell. So, if you're new to the channel, let's get right into it right now. So I don't know if you guys saw, but there's this segment on Raw where Andrade is talking with Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, Finn Balor, talking to the Judgment Day, basically saying, "Hey, no personal stuff over here. I'm all about business." And Rhea's like, "Yeah, you come highly recommended from Dominic Mysterio," even though Dominic Mysterio's not here. Obviously, Dominic is probably on his real life honeymoon with his real life wife. Congratulations, wife, not wife, wife. Real life wife. Congratulations to Dominic Mysterio, man. Happy for you, young man. Hope you guys have a very successful marriage. But this is very intriguing. One, because this was during the time where Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair were, going at it, and Charlotte Flair was actually referring to her man as a real Latino man and actually putting down Dominic Mysterio in front of Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley's face. So for Dominic Mysterio to say that he highly recommends Andrade is very interesting, because I feel like this could be a trap. We could be setting up Dominic versus Andrade in a match, which would be very great, because obviously I'm going to take Andrade for the win. And even if he doesn't win, we could build a real long-term feud, because Dominic doesn't have anything to do right now besides be in the Judgment Day. And that should just be a reserve role for JD McDonough. Dominic's not going to go after the IC belt. He's not going to go back for the North American Championship at NXT, not the US belt. He's going to stay on Raw with the Judgment Day as long as the Judgment Day is a faction. So, as a result, we got to have something for him to do. He's too good. He has too much heat. So, I see what they're trying to do here. They're trying to throw us for a swerve. Everybody's like, "Ooh, Andrade in the Judgment Day, that would be so good." That's not what's going to happen, guys. What's going to happen is they might hire him to do some business. Maybe he'll interfere in the ladder match at WrestleMania and help them, retain one half of those tag team titles, because I do think those titles are going to be split. I think R-Truth and Miz are going to grab the SmackDown titles, and that the Judgment Day is going to grab the Raw titles. That's my opinion. So Andrade might come into play like that, and then they say, "Hey man, you say you're all about business, but you didn't help us, defend the titles," and Andrade and Dominic get into a feud, and maybe we might see a match with Andrade and Finn Balor as well. I can see that happening, just to give us some flashbacks of back in the days, when they were going at it and stuff like that. So I can see that happening as well. Charlotte Flair has a torn ACL, if I'm not mistaken. That's an injury that takes a long time to come back from, especially depending on who you are. Obviously, you see Dakota Kai took a long time, but I think Charlotte Flair would be able to come back a little bit faster, more muscle mass. I think, I don't know Dakota Kai personally, but I see Charlotte Flair working hard all the time to rehab that injury. So I can see her coming back a lot faster than a Dakota Kai, who's not very muscular, not super duper strong. So she really had to nurse that injury. And we could get a mixed tag team match. That's something that I would like to see. We haven't really seen mixed tag team matches in a long time. I was never a big fan of that mixed tag team tournament thing, because there was really no outcome. It was really nothing. It was just something that was just cool to see. But I would like to see a mixed tag team match. Obviously, we had Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley versus Edge and Beth Phoenix, which was cool. So I think we could do something like that again. Rhea Ripley, Dominic Mysterio versus Andrade and Charlotte Flair. And that's long-term storytelling. But we don't just go into that. We would also go into Charlotte Flair challenging Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Now, I've been against long title reigns, but if anyone should have one, I think Rhea Ripley should have a long title reign. I can genuinely see Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair, for the title at next year's WrestleMania, or even a SummerSlam Survivor Series type of deal. I can see them getting a rematch with Charlotte Flair coming back, because I don't think there's no incentive for Charlotte Flair to really challenge Bayley on SmackDown. I think Charlotte Flair should return and go to Raw and be with her husband. Obviously, there are couples that, that have been on different brands, SmackDown and Raw, and still travel together, blah, blah, blah. But I just think it would make more sense. It would be more convenient for her and Andrade to be able to travel together and be on the same show like Bianca Belair and Montez Ford. And maybe we could get some behind the scenes stuff with WWE, because that, people like venturing into their real lives. So I could see that. Obviously, I wanted Andrade to face Gunther for the IC belt at Mania, but we're getting Sami Zayn, and that's what we're getting, and there's nothing we can do about it. So let's just go with it and see what happens. So as a result, I feel like we could build upon a rivalry with Andrade and Dominic Mysterio, cool mid-card rivalry, which can translate into them having matches at certain premium live events. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be a good opener match for a premium live event, like a SummerSlam, or you know what I'm saying, or maybe a Backlash. That would be obviously that might be too close. Maybe not Backlash, but I could see that happening for sure, man. Andrade versus Dominic. Maybe they get 2 matches or whatever the case may be. Or we could do Charlotte versus Rhea, and then we could end it, and Rhea could be like, I'm the queen of beating the horsewomen. And eventually she could have a champion versus champions match against Bayley, not for the titles, but just for bragging rights. I miss Clash of Champions. It was Night of Champions. I miss Clash of Champions. Having the IC versus the US, you're having the World versus WWE, and then having 2 tag team champions go after each other. I miss stuff like that. I would like to see that genuinely. So I'm very intrigued as to what will happen next. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how they build Andrade. I don't want him to be on the shelf. I think him and Naomi coming back is very good for the company. And I really want to see what can be done with their stories respectively. And I would love to see Andrade versus Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio has gotten a lot better. He's got a lot of heat. And this can make Andrade a real good baby face. We need more of those. Because every Latino is a damn heel except for the LWO and Zelina Vega, which is insane. And Raquel, I don't even know what's going on with her right now. So thank you guys so much for the love and support. We trying to get them 8 minutes. Beep boop, boop boop bop, beep boop beep. Sorry, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that this time. I'm gonna let it rock, man. If I don't get 8 minutes, I don't get 8 minutes. It is what it is, or is it? But yeah, Raw was pretty cool last night, man. Cody Rhodes had a great segment. I don't know why the whole thing. Cody Rhodes came out with the black suit. That gave me like flashbacks to like Ring of Honor, AEW type. So you can tell he about to go hardcore. That's like almost a damn heel version of Cody Rhodes. Shout out to the Homelander reference. Cody Rhodes knows he should definitely wear a Homelander more like color coordinated gear at WrestleMania. I think that would be dope. But thank you guys so much, and we did get our 8 minutes. Gotcha, YouTube. Peace.